There is undoubtedly several means by which you can get to optimize your website and help your website rank organically on Google. But how about choosing a means by which you can rank quickly both for desktop users and of course also for mobile users simultaneously? This is why optimizing your images for organic visibility is very important, right? So image SEO is one of the most important areas of search engine optimization that you definitely cannot do without. In this particular video, I will take my time to walk you through not just on the importance of image optimization for SEO, right? I will also take my time to share my screen and walk you through how that you can optimize your images practically, giving your website an ample chance to get found for both desktop users and of course for mobile users as well. So welcome to this section of this video. Let's get to see some of the reasons why optimizing your images for organic visibility is important, right? So first of all, I took my time to go through ChatGPT to see what answers it has as far as image optimization importance is concerned. And the very first answer ChatGPT gave to me was optimizing your images helps to increase the load time or the load speed for your website. I mean, for your entire website, which is actually very correct. So, if you optimize your images for SEO, if you do all of the necessary things that you need to do in order to optimize your image, right, your website also loads pretty fast. You don't want to have an image of 500 megabytes in about 10 places across your website. It definitely will drag down your website, and users don't actually have the luxury of time to wait on your website and to wait until the entire website loads, right? People's attention span had greatly reduced and they definitely will bounce away from your website, increasing your bounce rate, right? If your website loads like forever. So load time is one of the very many reasons why you want to optimize your individual images across your website. So there are several things that can actually increase your load speed anyways, but trust me when I say images are one big reasons your website will load very poorly. And if you optimize those images, you have a higher chance of increasing your load time also for your entire website. So apart from load speed, I have user experience. Very importantly, if you optimize your images also, you have a higher chance of upping your user experience, right? So take for instance, you have an image that is not optimized well, right? You may have the image covering the entire screen. I mean the image not sitting too well on your website and blocking some text that the user actually wants to go through. So when you optimize your image, you also get to increase user experiences across your website also. So the next one we have here is accessibility, right? When you have an optimized image, you increase the chance also of helping people find your image as quickly as possible, especially people that are visually impaired, right? And of course, it increases the dwell time on your website as well, helping also to improve your SEO score at the end of the day. So apart from accessibility, your image also, as I said at the beginning of this video, helps to improve mobile usability. So a lot of people are surfing the internet with their mobile devices, and if your image is well optimized for SEO, you have a higher chance of getting a good bite out of the larger pie, right? So having looked at the importance of image optimization, let's walk right now into my screen as I show you in 4 practical steps how that you can optimize your image for SEO. There may be several means by which you can do this as well, no doubt. I'll take my time to walk you through 4 practical ways by which you can optimize your images for SEO. Let's walk right into this together, guys. So to optimize my images for SEO, the very first thing I like to do is to use descriptive file names, right? So for every image that I edit for the purpose of uploading on my website, I use descriptive file names. I mean, I try to describe the image before uploading them on my website. And when I do that, I simply come back to the description section for the image to verify that is still the name I have for the image. So take this image for instance, you have the description of the image right here. Title of the image is how to start a digital marketing agency, my exact focus keyword for this content. So what I do usually is to copy this text, this alternative text right here, and to paste it right here in the description, right? So you want to save your image with the same name you want to get found for organically, definitely, right? And of course, inside of the image section, you want to ensure that the description section is not left blank. You have something to put here also. So apart from description of the image, I also use the alternative text. I ensure that the box for the alternative text is not left idle as well. And usually what I do is I ensure that my focus keyword is here in the alternative text plus a PNG, right? If the image is saved in the form of a PNG or in the form of a JPEG or in the format of WebP, right? So in this case, this is saved as a PNG file, right? So I will simply have the focus keyword plus a PNG in the alternative text, while the description will simply have the focus keyword, and then I can go ahead and set the featured image right here. So this is done. Then as soon as I'm done with this, I move on to the next thing, which is compressing the image. So before you upload any image on your website, ensure that the image and its size had been compressed, right? So take for instance, this image here is about 771 kilobytes. You want to try as much as possible to reduce this. We call it minification of image or minifying the image, right? So how do you minify your images? You can minify your image by using a platform like TinyPNG. TinyPNG.com will help you to minify your image. So let's upload this particular image in question here on TinyPNG. So I have the image here on my desktop. I'll simply upload it right here. So you'll see what really happens right now. So this image initially was 790 kilobytes, right? When the image was minified, we now have 176 kilobytes. So you can go ahead and download this and re-upload on your platform. So before you upload any image on your platform, ensure that you have minified, right? You have minified the size of the image. This in no way will reduce the quality of your image. No, not at all. Your quality will still be retained, but the size of the image will be minified, right? So please go ahead and use TinyPNG to do this. So as you can see right here, 78% reduction in the load of the image. This is actually a nice thing to do. So when I'm done compressing or minifying my images, the next thing I like to do is to choose my image format. So yeah, there are several formats by which you can save your image. For instance, this is saved as a PNG file, right? So I usually like to save my images or to change my image format to WebP format, because WebP format is the online format. So I change this by simply searching for PNG to WebP, right? And entering this in search, right? And then I use Cloud Convert. Cloud Convert helps me to convert my images from whatever format I currently have to a WebP format. So I will simply select my image right here. Here, I double tap on the image and it opens up. It converts to WebP. So to tap on convert right here, and then the image converts to WebP format, and this can be downloaded, right? So as you can see here, this is now taking the format of a WebP. So once again, find the location of the image and go upload the image on your website. So you have minified the image with TinyPNG and the image now sits on 176 kilobytes. But the moment you are done minifying, but the moment you are done changing the format from PNG to WebP, as you can see right here, it has reduced much more to 50 0.09 kilobyte, which is fantastic, right? So apart from this, another thing I do is to geotag my images, right? So image geotagging. I use this particular website in geotagging my images, right? This one here, I tap on this geo imgr right here. So I will simply drop an image here. First of all, I will sign in with Google, right? I will sign in with Google right here. And of course, it is completely free. So this signs me in with my Gmail account. I'll continue as my Gmail right here, and then this is signed in already. You must sign in first of all. I will tap on this section here to upload an image, and this image is already uploaded right here. I will simply don't show this anymore and close this. So this is the image I have here, right? So this allows me to select my location. I mean, which location am I currently resident, right? So I will simply move this to a place like Nigeria, where I'm currently resident, and then I will zoom in to probably get the exact location in Nigeria where I am, right? So let's see if I'm able to find this. When I zoom this in once more, it brings me to a fuller map for Nigeria. I'll drag this to Lagos State, Nigeria, where I'm currently resident, right? And then I can still zoom in once again, right? So where in Lagos State am I resident specifically? I'm resident in a place called Lekki in Lagos, Nigeria. So I will simply drag this once again to Lekki specifically. So you can do this also for yourself. Select your particular location and geotag your images. So now, as soon as I drag this to this point where I am, it automatically gives me the coordinates, the latitude and the longitude of my image. And I can go ahead also and paste the focus keyword that I'm trying to optimize this image for right here in the keywords and tags. And then I go ahead to write the EXIF tags, right? So now it says image has been tagged. I can go ahead now and download this image once again. So this image has been downloaded. Don't worry, this is 772 kilobytes. I actually used the original image that was not minified previously. So these are the ways by which I optimize my images. First of all, I use descriptive file names and alternative text also. I minify the image using tiny PNG, and also as soon as I'm done minifying the images, I use Cloud Convert to change the file type, right, from PNG to WebP format, the online format. And lastly, I geotag the image. So you can also get to geotag all the images that go into your Google Business Profile as well, and several other locations on the internet where you want to upload your business image. I hope this makes sense to you. So thank you so much, guys, and that will be basically for now. So let's get to catch up some other times. Bye for now.